We're just going to awkwardly start it.
I'm Lulu, and I sing and I play bass in the band Pink Fuzz.
I'm John, and I play guitar and sing in Pink Fuzz.
I'm Forrest, and I play drums in Pink Fuzz.
Outside.
You should explain where we're at.
This is the Record Exchange.
Boise Record Exchange. And we always, for all the Treefort, this is our fourth Treefort, and we always just come here and loiter.
Yeah,
You guys
this
are
is where we
pioneer
hang.
tree forters.
Yeah.
Is this the hardest you've ever forded?
It's a hard fort. It's a hard fort, for sure.
That's
our
4
hardest
years?
fort.
Have you played it all 4 years?
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Well,
four
the
That's amazing.
Treefort, I think, is 11 or 12, or it's 11 years old. Last year was their 10-year anniversary. And here we are at our 4th year. It's our 4th year anniversary, and that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. Jake, actually, we have some friends that are really big into Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, nice.
And this got brought up to us.
Cool.
What's your guys' favorite Queens of the Stone Age album?
Oh, this is so exciting. And also, so
We have
controversial.
different answers. Yeah.
Should we give you, just favorite? Just favorite?
We could do top 3.
Okay.
We could do top 3.
Let's do top 3. And the order could be...
They have to be in order.
Yeah, in order.
In order,
okay. Top
Sorry,
three.
but that's...
Yeah.
Okay. Or maybe I'll just give you my top one.
Okay.
My favorite album is Era Vulgaris, and my
hot take.
second favorite. What did you say?
I said hot take.
Yeah, I know. Shut up. And my second one is Lullabies to Paralyze.
Okay.
So come at me.
I'm gonna.
All right, so we're going to do our favorite and then second favorite?
Favorite,
Yep.
second favorite.
I like
two.
how we've just
Top
talked
two.
about...
Top two.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go with...
The classic top 2, everything. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Rated R as my favorite.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Again, a hot take.
And then I'm also actually going to go with, I think, Like Clockwork, actually.
Really?
It's up there for me.
My answer is way more basic.
Yeah, you're so
It's
basic.
Songs for the Deaf, for sure, as number 1. And I think I'm going to do Like Clockwork as number
Wow.
2. Yeah,
I think
that
Like
album.
Clockwork, for us, historically had a very influential...
big impact.
Just when
for
it
us.
came out, we were...
We were young.
fresh,
we were
young
fresh.
band.
We were
We're like,
spry.
man,
Yeah.
this album rocks.
Those were the days. Before your backs hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're just
I get
half
that.
asleep driving.
Yeah.
Actually, John is fully asleep driving, usually.
My best sleep's driving.
Yeah. That's not that big of a deal. Cars can basically drive themselves
Yeah.
now.
I mean,
It's
we
we
have a
don't have to
Tesla
do that
van.
much.
We don't
drive, we fly.
really do.
Our van is
Oh.
a Tesla.
There you go. So you guys are playing tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
We are,
we're
yeah.
playing tomorrow at an outdoor stage at Boise Brewing at 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah, and then we're playing on Sunday at the Shrine Ballroom.
Jake, what about the braids? Mike wanted to know about the braids.
So we had
What about them?
one of our followers wanted to ask,
Yeah.
who does your braids? Do you
Oh,
have a
such a good
style?
question.
She's right there.
She's
Right
right
on.
here.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So,
She hated that. Sorry.
my partner does my braids, Hannah, who
Okay.
she owns a really cool company called Ida and Moon, which is all handmade leather goods. She's actually makes a lot of her own clothing and bags and stuff.
She's got good
She's
style.
very,
and
very crafty.
so
I
does
know
John.
she has turquoise as well,
Yeah.
I see.
She does. But she braids
I'm like a fish.
me. And on the tours where she can't come with us,
John's braids
I braid
stay in.
him.
I do them.
We've trained Forrest to braid them.
Oh, nice.
I don't do them quite as good as Hannah, but
No, yeah,
I'm getting
Hannah
close.
is the official braider.
She's really good at
but,
braiding.
usually
I'm terrible at braiding. I
it's
braid them
not.
together.
Well, yeah.
No, yeah. That's tough.
I want you to do that, just like one braid.
One braid
coming
under
down.
your chin.
Well, we can do the
Chin braid.
USPS, just one back.
One back braid.
The USPS. I love that.
Yeah, that's the classic.
We'll get a
classic
chain
look.
with my wallet and some really short shorts.
Yeah.
Nice.
That would kind of be sick,
That'd be kinda
actually.
cool.
I could see you rocking that on stage.
Well, maybe next year.
Maybe. Do you guys have any songs about braids?
We don't.
We have some merch about braids.
Yeah.
Merch.
We have merch
No
about
song.
braids. It's just it's a drawing of John in like a fiery hell pit.
Oh.
And he's holding a rose because he's so sweet, and he's holding a dagger because he's so cool. And his braids are
Yeah, that's
in
cool.
that.
All right.
In that.
Well,
There you
John's
go.
so easy to draw now because you just
He
have to
really
draw
is a very drawable.
you just have to draw a
drawable.
couple braids.
I guess I'm a
and
spectacle to my
I thought because we
spectacle.
got our little Treefort goodie bag. Every artist gets like a goodie
Oh
bag.
yeah, do you guys know about this?
Do we have ours? Can we show?
No, we put it in the van. But they have kids. I don't know if they're like from a certain school here in Boise, but they have kids draw on the bags like pictures for the artists.
Oh my
And so like this artist drew us and on their bag. And like in previous years we've had like probably much younger children draw ours and we're like, oh cute. But this one like they nailed it.
Pretty good.
Those
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, it was
I want to see
yeah,
how
it's
old
pretty
they
cool.
are. I don't think
well,
they're kids.
Oh wait, maybe Hannah has a picture.
If you guys
I'll ask her to
post
text it to me.
We'll bang on the window at her again.
Yeah.
We'll try and sign language it to her.
Show me a picture.
Anyhow,
Let's see. Here's a good question. Just because we've been doing this all weekend so far, we've been trying to come up with like ridiculous band names. Do you guys have any ridiculous ones that like if the rest of the band
This is great.
like if you could just rename the band anything you wanted? That's ridiculous. Do you have any like
This is one of those things where I feel like I think of
off the
something
spot,
every day,
we
but
always.
got one.
we need to
Okay,
write it
go ahead,
down.
John.
I would love it to be called Bloodbath and Beyond.
Oh yeah, that one is the best. Bloodbath
That
and
would be cool.
Beyond.
We'd have to be like a
But we'd
lot.
have to be a lot cooler.
Yeah, we'd have to be a lot
We'd have to be
cooler.
way
for that.
higher.
I think you guys are cool enough.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
We'll take it.
That's a good one.
We're gonna steal that for our
There's
posts.
a band that
Yeah, do you mind if we put that in our post?
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll credit you though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Make sure I get that royalty.
There's a band playing Treefort. I have no idea what they sound like, so I have no idea anything about them other than their name of their band, but they're called Club Squirt. And every time I see it, I giggle. I'm like,
Yeah.
That band
It's a crazy band name.
That band
about
is
the
so
soda.
uncomfortable. That band.
they're talking about the soda.
Talking about the soda.
Talking
yeah.
about the soda.
Oh,
though.
the yeah,
wait.
sure,
Obviously.
Yeah. Everybody, yeah.
You know the soda
Squirt?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's definitely what they're talking about.
Yeah.
We came up with Red Lion Hijinks,
Yeah.
Okay.
Baloney Face.
No, baloney. Floor baloney.
Oh,
'Cause I
floor
dropped my
baloney.
baloney on
Oh,
them.
We were in our
good.
hotel room last
That's
night, and Andy dropped our bologna on the floor, and then tried to convince me to eat it, and it was disgusting.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm disgusting. I ate bologna sandwiches.
I thought we
like crazy.
Was it hotel room homicide
crazy.
or? Oh, I just came up with that one. That's new.
Hotel
a good one.
Homicided.
Hotel room
That's actually-
homicide.
yeah.
Hotel Room Homicide. That's a good one.
Could be a
Yeah.
real
That
band,
sounds
yeah.
like
That sounds like it
band.
could be an album.
Yeah. Well, you guys can use that if you
Thank
want
you.
That's
to.
kind of what
You
we
get a
started
royalty.
doing. Like the ones that aren't quite band name level are
Get
so
to
bad.
noted,
songs,
noted
yeah.
album.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, or album.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
I always liked prosthetic leg street fight. That's a cool band name.
Prosthetic leg street fight.
That's a Cody Barfus deserves a credit for that one.
Oh, okay.
That's- yeah, that is
Prosthetic
good.
like street fight. Yeah.
We have a bunch, but we just always.
Can't think of them.
Here's
Yeah,
the
I
thing:
feel-
we get in the van. The van is like an abyss.
Yeah.
You come up with like the best ideas, and then
Then
They're
you're
not-
gone.
they're
Once you
gone.
open the door,
as soon
right?
as we open the door,
Yeah.
we'll go do something, and then come back and be like,
What was that joke
what
we
was
told
that
that we
thing we
all
were
laughed
talking
at
about?
for like 25 minutes? Who knows?
Yeah.
can't remember.
We took that trip down to last year down to Sacramento. It's like a 10-hour drive from our house.
Oh, yeah.
And it felt like 2 hours because we're podcasters and we just talk the whole time.
Yeah. Sure.
And then
Can't shut up.
we can't shut up, stop talking to each other, and
That's what you
then
guys should do in your bus. Is podcast.
Start a podcast.
Start a
I
podcast.
think that people wouldn't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know that would help us. I feel like that would hurt. I don't know that people
Yeah,
want to
Pink
hear.
Fuzz, what are they? They've
are
kind
they
of stopped
doing?
playing music. They're just podcasting now.
Well, no, I feel like people don't. We're so dumb. Like our humor is so stupid.
Yeah, it gets weird.
It gets weird.
It gets yeah.
What happens in the van stays in the van.
Yeah,
Fair enough,
usually.
yeah.
Or we like
I
bring
think
it out
you
of the
have
van and
to.
people
I
are
think
like,
to
well,
like stay entertained when you're driving like 10 hours a day,
yeah.
you have to resort to just like doing whatever you can
To entertain
to
yourself.
like entertain each other and yourself.
Yeah.
And like the more time you spend together and the better you get to know each other, like you gotta like keep everyone on
gotta
their
up the
toes.
factor.
You gotta up the factor. And so shit just gets weirder and weirder and sillier and sillier.
It'd be a lot easier to be a band in like Europe.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah. travel so
Yeah.
Or even just the
It's like
East
America's
Coast.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
You have to-
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so
Especially
yeah.
we're from Denver, and it's
We're 8
7,
hours
8
out from
hours
any
from
city.
anything.
Oh, did we
Yeah.
already tell you that he's from Denver?
Yeah.
We figured it. Well,
Or
we
he
figured
lives
out
in
that you were
Denver, I
in Denver since you've been to those shows, those
Yeah.
Queens shows.
He's how do you say that? Denvorian?
Denverite.
Denverite.
Say that again?
Denverite.
I like Denverian better.
It sounds way more metal.
He's Denverite. Denverite. No,
I like the tilted towards weird a little more. You're right
that's
in the middle
better.
of it.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah. No, we went to Metallica in Denver.
Sick.
Oh, dude, it was awesome.
Did they play Lulu or?
To play anything else.
They played. Wait, no. So
That
here's the
album is
thing.
wild.
We were in Mile High Stadium, though. Listen, we were in Mile High Stadium, and one of those classic Denver thunderstorms came through, and they evacuated everybody in the entire stadium.
Good.
And it was wild.
Just to the inside though.
So we were all like,
everybody's just in there
Packed
like.
in.
yeah, underneath, and then
I remember when Metallica played there. Yeah.
yeah, and then it passed over us, and then we came out and they played the beginning of Ride the Lightning as kind of like a ha-ha thing, and then they continued. But it's for like their what's that? Hardwired to Self-Destruct album. So it was
Gotcha.
it was kind of an interesting mix of songs, but it was awesome.
Well, they should have done Lulu.
I don't know
album's
if they
good.
should have. I don't know if they should have, but
Why?
So, are you guys spending the rest of the festival?
yeah,
Here?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right here.
Just in this
At
booth.
this-
Yeah.
This is our
Find us
spot.
You did
here.
mention you guys like to squat here when you're. Like,
Yeah, we
down.
usually hang out here at Neurolux. Like they
my
have
first
such
time
good.
in
Have you guys been to Neurolux
I've
yet?
not been to
That's the
Neurolux.
venue right next door, and they have great bands, like really, really good.
Oh, really?
And
Good
that's
sound.
like even when it's not Treefort, that's kind of like the hub of that's where like the rock bands and punk bands and other metal bands,
We'll have to
hardcore
remember
bands.
that.
Is Denver
pop
as
through.
cool as Boise?
You know what? I think I'm a little biased, but I like Boise better.
Oh, wow.
Because we like
every time I've
vacation
been
here.
here,
It's
It's
been
Treefort.
true. Well, actually, that's not true. We've come through and toured, and they just have a killer scene of
Yeah, they do.
venues.
A lot of really great venues here. They
Yeah.
support
That's
local
wild.
music here.
And I mean, Denver
great
is
way.
great too, but we're
A lot
maybe
of
we're just
people-
tired of
yeah.
where we live.
A lot of people are moving from Denver to Boise. I feel like it's a pretty common move. It's like a smaller Denver.
There's like a
popping up
mass
here.
migration to Boise. Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah,
else
no,
is
it's
migrating
mass,
to
but-
Denver. Californians are coming in. The Texans
Yeah.
are coming in, and we're going out. We're
Yeah.
getting out.
Have you been following this thing going on the internet that Idaho's not a real place? It's
No.
like
Seen
fake.
this? Oh yeah. There's like a thing
Fake.
that they say,
Yeah.
and it's like an actual conspiracy.
How
don't think
does
that-
that
yeah.
work?
Like you enter the astral plane or something as soon as you
This is
cross
we're on
the
a
state
different
line.
dimension.
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is an actual conspiracy, and then everybody in Idaho collectively like breathes this huge sigh because
They're like,
we're
yeah,
like,
that's
yep,
correct.
that's correct. There's nothing.
There's nothing here.
There's nothing here. It's
Don't
just-
come
Move
here.
along. Move along.
Yeah, exactly.
That's weird. I
The
didn't
only-
know that.
they keep saying the only proof of our existence is potatoes, but they just think that they are just potatoes from somewhere else, and they just put Idaho potatoes
That
on
could
them.
be. I mean, that's convincing.
That's
So this
convincing.
is all
That's-
virtual right now.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
sitting
yeah.
in
I
a
should
virtual
take off
city.
my
We
virtual
have our
goggles.
virtual goggles. our VR goggles.
One of our van jokes was this joke where we wanted to like buy VR headsets and like project a sold out Red Rock show and wear them at every show we play. And then the
fucking
hard times
took our
literally
joke. They just
after we
posted. I
made
mean,
that joke,
On our phone.
they put it the hard times made the same joke.
They stole it.
Yeah,
they stole it,
from
but
us.
also we got a nice pat on the back for that one.
Yeah, we were like, okay.
wow, other people think that joke is funny.
People have that.
That is
lot.
a good pat on the back. Yeah, I agree.
So
Are you sure you weren't butt dialing someone when you?
I mean, I'm sure our phones were listening to us. 'cause
Hard times has our phones tapped.
We're probably in Idaho that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
who knows what happens
Tapped
here?
into the Matrix.
The
Yeah.
Twilight Zone.
I think
Yeah.
we should do a segment called Van Jokes, and then just call these guys like once a month.
Be like, what are
know
your
what? That's
best?
a good
What are
one.
your highest laughs
You
right
guys
now?
should
We've
write down
got
your
some
van
good
jokes
ones.
so we can do that.
We should,
Yeah.
but we just don't
We
know how
gotta-
to read
Yeah.
or write.
No.
We have that problem too.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
man.
What are you guys excited about coming up the next little while? What do you have going on?
We just last year recorded a full-length album that we're really excited about that we're finishing up right now.
Yeah, it's in the pipeline, so we're getting ready to be in an album cycle, which we're excited about.
That's
yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's some of our favorite material we've written and put together and
Yeah.
recorded. So
Oh,
that's
and-
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you.
Okay. Okay.
No, you.
since we were talking about Queens of Stone Age, this seems appropriate, but we just had we had the whole album mixed by Alan Yohannes, who was a member of Queens of Stone Age during the Era Vulgaris era, and then also
11.
like has produced a bunch of their albums and was in the band 11 and like
Chris Cornell
produced
solo
and
project.
recorded Chris Cornell. So like we just had him mix
Vultures.
it. Yeah, and he was in Them Crooked Vultures
That's
as well. So we just had him mix it, and we were like, for us, we were like, this is the like fucking coolest thing that's ever happened to us.
It's really
Yeah, we're done now. Actually,
Yeah.
we're
That's
retiring.
this is
pinnacle.
gonna be our last shows.
That's the peak, huh?
yeah. Can't get better.
Are we
all we
going to
got
see
for.
any of that in the show tomorrow?
Yeah, we're playing all of that material.
It's all top secret.
Top secret. Not
And
letting that
actually,
out.
the majority of the sets, all
Yeah.
these songs. So
Oh my gosh, that's
we're
incredible.
excited to. They're really hard to play.
Oh,
Yeah,
smart.
fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart.
You know, this is fun. It's fun for us.
It sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It is.
Yeah,
But
Can
when
be.
it happens, it happens.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
Yeah.
We're really excited to hear that. So where do you guys go next? Where do you go next? Physically,
Physically.
after
After
Idaho.
virtual
After we leave
After
the
our
astral plane.
virtual, yeah. We're going to Spokane. Spokane.
Spokane.
And
Big
then
Dipper.
and then we're gonna go to Portland, and then we're gonna go to Seattle, and then we're gonna go home.
Good for you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So that's
Take
our
a nap?
Yeah. That's. I hope so.
good.
Yeah. No, that's
That's
the
the
plan.
plan.
We haven't played Spokane before, but we've played Portland and Seattle, and those have been great shows for us. So we're excited to go back there. But yeah,
markets.
Treefort's kind of our. It's like a treat for us to be here. So it's like always what we look.
Treefort?
A treat fort.
Treefort.
Really treat fort for us.
I've been trying to put fort in everything.
Yeah.
That's what they do here.
they do it.
That's
They do
part
it,
of.
yeah.
That's
Well,
what. Yeah.
We were joking because the merch tent
Merch fort.
looks
Well, that's
like
the only-
it's the only thing in there
looks-
that actually looks like a fort.
It's called the
It's
general
called the
store.
general store. It's like
You're just like they missed an opportunity.
the
It's
merch
funny.
fort would have fit pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Like
whatever.
we've talked
Put that in
when
the
I've
comment
told
box.
people about like us people that like are not in the music world at all really, and I'm like, we're gonna go play this festival called Treefort, and they're like, is it just like a bunch of tree houses? And I was like, yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
We load our stuff up a tree and we play.
Up a tree. That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
We load our 8x10 amplifiers
When
up a
Jake-
ladder.
When he brought it up, it made me think of like that last scene in Return of the Jedi when they're all on planet Endor and they're all partying after
with
they
the Ewoks.
with the Ewoks, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be like that.
That's
Like-
exactly what it is. Obviously.
That's a good pitch for next year.
Yeah, maybe next year
We'll
they
know.
can have more trees involved.
It is the
I
city
don't
of
see a lot of
trees.
trees.
Yeah.
An actual.
If you show
railroad
up, throw
conductor.
some elbows, okay? Out in the
Yeah.
crowd.
Do you think there's gonna be people that are gonna be able to crowd surf me? Because I'm
Only
pretty
one
big.
way to find out.
Are there
know-
tall people here in Boise?
Yes, we've actually ran into some.
Seen any tall?
Some
Any big and talls?
I've seen some big and tall.
Well, we made a joke because we saw a really tall guy, and he had some like real high water pants on.
Yeah.
It's hard, you know. Are they high waters,
Well,
or
that's
is
what
it
I said.
because
No.
I
you
told
can't?
Tim.
It's hard to find a pair of pants that's long enough.
Listen,
I tell you
no,
what.
but hold on a second. I want to say it's easier for guys that are tall to
Yeah,
find.
for real.
Right, because when
You're so
girls
right.
that are tall, they struggle finding.
Struggle,
But Andy
it's a
was saying
struggle.
that dude probably just constructed the pants as he grew. That's
Well,
why.
because I said that dude's tall. They probably don't make pants that big. That's why they're high. And Tim said, no, he's cut them off. You can see the strings. And I said, no, that's because he's actively
He's
still
weaving them.
working them towards
He's
the
just
ground.
working on getting them
Yeah.
longer.
That's clearly
It takes a
what's
long
happening.
time.
There's a ton of tall people here, so maybe I will try to
I
crowd
think that you
surf.
should.
You know what?
Yeah. This
Last
is gonna
year
be
when
a-
we played outside, there was a group of kids that it was 13 degrees outside.
They were going so
last
nuts.
year?
Yeah, it was
Last year.
freezing. It was terrible. Like we couldn't feel our hands. But I mean, it was awesome. But it was terrible.
Yeah,
Like I lost my left hand.
Yeah, it was,
I've noticed
yeah.
that. I
Missing.
noticed, I
That's the
noticed
secret
stump.
to his tone.
It's a stump.
I noticed the stump. Yeah.
But no, the kids were just going wild. Like they'll
Yeah,
catch you.
they'll-
They don't care how big
They'll try.
they are.
They'll try.
They're gonna try.
They'll try.
I said it was pretty ballsy when I was talking to these guys earlier about having an outdoor music festival in March in Idaho.
Yeah.
It's definitely a crapshoot.
It's
Yeah.
last year we got the
we
coldest
got the
version.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And both of our sets we played were
We're
outside.
outside. That
You
was
say 13?
yeah. It was like no, it
No,
was
it wasn't.
13.
13.
It was
that
like it
cold?
was between 13 and 20. Like the high was in the 20s.
That's brutal.
and it was the high.
And there was a wind.
And there was a wind chill.
Well, so yeah, then that
and
could
we
drop
were
it another
complaining.
10.
Yeah, it was rough. But we had a
blame
good
you.
time though. I mean,
Yeah.
people
Still a
came
great
out.
show, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
People
awesome.
were frozen to the wall, but
They couldn't leave.
But yeah,
That's
anyways,
fine.
It's okay.
throw yourself off the stage.
Okay.
When else?
Okay.
Right?
We have a photo pass into the photo pit, so maybe that's
Oh, nice.
what we'll do. Is we'll just sneak up.
Yeah,
and
get that pit
act like we're
started.
taking pictures, and then I'm gonna get up and jump off into
Yeah,
the thing.
do that
We're
and
doing
then like whip some White Claws. If you get a White Claw, whip it. You know,
Shout out to
Hanny.
shout out to Hanny. That's her move when she gets wasted. She'll
Did she?
take her White Claw. She'll take like one sip.
Is she whips White Claws?
Yeah, she'll take like one sip out of
Okay.
a White Claw. and
before we
then-
go, I got a really good story. So
Okay.
we're at King Gizzard
in
and
the Lizard Wizard. King Giz, Liz Wiz.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wait a second.
That's
What just
good.
happened?
Do you not know King Giz, Liz Wiz?
I don't know that.
Oh, you
I
just dig 'em.
This,
Jake got me
Yeah,
into
they're
them.
cool.
oh, okay.
So anyway, we're at Mission Ballroom in Denver, and
It's a very nice venue,
very nice venue. Everybody's throwing, just every drink they have.
but empty.
Pits
You're supposed to
opening.
throw like an empty
Yeah.
can if you're gonna
So
do this.
Hannah
That
had just bought a tall boy White Claw.
But they're like the 32. They're huge.
They're big
no,
old boy.
oh,
It was probably like $14 too.
It was probably very
It's a very
expensive. No, it was more like
expensive
$18.
Yeah.
So anyway, she drank 2 sips of it, and it's like everybody's throwing their sip. So she just
Someone's
starts
head.
whipping it around, chucks it to go, and I see it make
poor
contact
guy.
with like point blank the back of this guy's head,
Oh no.
and I heard a thud,
Poor guy.
and he just goes ow, and turns around, and I was like, oh man, that guy's needs to
Not
go to the
good.
hospital.
Yeah.
Oh
Anyhow.
But anyway, she was.
That's her
She's the
move.
culprit.
And now
She's
she's the
culprit.
White
Sorry,
Claw.
Hanny. We just outed you. They're like, oh my god, a full White Claw.
Straight to the dome?
Soaring through the venue, straight to that guy's dome.
That's gonna hurt.
It's metal.
She's out of here too.
Oh, she didn't
She's
like
gotta
that.
go. She's like, she's
She
embarrassed.
hears us.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so
Yeah.
much for
You
coming.
guys killed it. So
Awesome.
No, you guys
Thank
killed
you
it, and
for
we're
having us.
super excited to see you
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you
We're
guys.
excited for you guys.
Oh, yeah, we're super
having us.
excited.
You guys can have our podcast.
We're taking
ours
over
now.
now, and thank you.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
what we got?
Just talk to Jake about how to run that show.
You guys
'cause
are
we're
going to
not
take
sure.
over our tour, and we'll just stay here and podcast.
I'm the only cousin that doesn't play an instrument, but I do rap.
I don't play, and it's
Oh, you don't play one either? Okay. Cool.
you don't know.
I'll take your spot.
You don't really have to play
I don't play
music.
anything well.
You don't have to play anything well to be in this
I know how to
band.
pick it up. I don't really know how to play anything.
JK, we're good musicians.
We can do it.
We can play.
you
I
guys
play
are. I've
bass.
listened
We're
to it. It is
good.
good.
Yeah.
We're
That's not
fine.
us.
It's AI. Yeah, it's AI.
It's the virtual reality.
It's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.